advanced content warning mechanics. Starting off with a puppet monster, or puppet shadow, as I call it. There's a 2-minute grace period at the start of each day you load in. This is the dive bell here. This is the player. Basically, at the start of the day, it takes the furthest monster from the player. So this is a random player. It just selects a random player. Let's say it selected this player. It'll take this monster because it's the furthest, and take it. And what it'll do is it'll take this monster to a node that's closest to the player. However, this rule isn't just that straightforward, as it is where the player isn't looking. So let's say this is the player's line of sight, like right here, and this is their peripherals. That's their main line of sight. So their main line of sight, basically what this does is 100% chance, no teleport. The peripheral vision has a 50% chance of teleporting the monster, and because it's in the peripheral, let's say, oh, it didn't, the 50% chance was rolled and it's not there. So let's say that the second closest node to the player, which is this one right here, it'll spawn here because the player cannot see it and it's far away. And then what the game will do is take this monster on a patrol route to this node because that's where the player is, and then what it'll do is it'll scan a 50-meter radius. Let's say this is the 50-meter radius, and it'll select a random node, let's say this node, and it'll take it on a patrol route there, and that will be the monster's main patrol route. So that's, and now we have monster item rarities and spawning. So what the game does is you'll have an initial artifact daily budget. Let's say day 1 through 6 is 10, okay, and then day 7 through 15 is 11, then it goes to 12, 13, 14, and then 15 on day 47 plus, and then that's when it'll be always at 15 for artifacts. We're starting with artifacts, by the way. So what the game does is it will take it'll take the furthest, or no, it'll take an initial random budget of the day, and it will run that budget until the day's budget is less than 0, and for a maximum of 1,000 times. And this is the following method that is run. So it's all our artifacts weight set value is the budget cost. So let's say here's the brain on a stick. It is 0.005, and the budget cost for that is 2. So what the game does is it will take that initial number 2 and it will divide it by the day's budget. So let's say here it's on 15. It'll do 2 divided by 15, which I don't really want to do the math, but I think it's something around 0.3. And I don't know, it's probably incorrect. I should just erase that. It's 0.3, and then after that it will times the rarity, which is 0.05, equals the budget. So I don't really want to solve that, but that's how items spawn. When you first drop down, let's say this is your bell, the game will automatically spawn in two monsters. So two initial monsters. It'll let's just say these are the spawn nodes of the map, whatever map you're playing on. I don't know. Here's like the map's radius and stuff. Here's some blockers. So when you spawn, it'll also run the puppet shadow mechanic for one of them instantly. So you'll have an enemy close to the ship, particularly at this node, and far from the ship, particularly at this node, or this node right here. And it will, in this one, will patrol to this node, and then it will patrol to a random node within a nearby patrol route within a certain radius. I don't remember the radius, but it's a certain radius. So, same with the monsters. Each monster has a budget. As you can see, this is the budget right here. Or this is the rarity, I guess. But the budget is different. The budget. So, let's say the guy's budget, as we can see here, he's a budget of 6. So, it's the same. Each day doesn't have a different budget. Each day is random. So, it'll take that monster and it will subtract it from the day's total budget, so TB, and it'll do that with each other monster that spawns in the level until it can't do it anymore, and it will just stop. So you see how there's this 6 other monsters, 6 awaiting monsters. So there's 6 awaiting monsters that spawn later in the day throughout a certain time. So like 30 seconds pass, a harpooner spawns right here, and another 40 seconds pass, and then a streamer spawns here, and sometimes you'll even see monsters spawn right in front of you. It ignores the look mechanic that Puppet Shadow has, but yeah.